Peace. Peace and blessings. It's your girl, Zodi. This was completely unplanned and random as I take a walk. It's a beautiful day. Somewhere in the 80s right about now. Sunny skies. It's just so warm and I'm so thankful. I remember in the winter time just being so unhappy because of the cold, and so now I'm just thankful, you know. Thankful for the warmth, the heat, the sun, and I don't ever want to take it for granted. I know sometimes it can be uncomfortable, especially if it's like really, really hot. But I'd rather have really, really hot than really, really cold if I had to choose. And it's really not that bad, to be honest. Like, I don't know. When it's cold, I feel like I need to go somewhere. Like, I feel like the cold is low-key painful. And the heat, it could be uncomfortable, but it don't feel like it hurts me. But anyway, I see it's a couple of people on here. Peace. How's it going? I don't see anybody chatting, so I feel free if you're on here and you got something to say. If you have any questions, any comments, anything, you know, I'll answer them. I do plan on uploading like a Q&A thing soon because I have several questions that people have asked me, and I'm gonna like do a full-on Q&A. Peace. I see all the beautiful emojis that you just sent. Thank you. That's the vibe, to be honest. That's definitely the vibe. All the brightness and the light and the warmth. You know, the other day, I was thinking about like when I was a child and just like lying in the grass and looking up at the sky and just observing the sky and the clouds and how much joy that sort of thing used to bring, you know? Fourth Born Reflection. Hello, nice to catch you live. Greetings. Yeah, it's very random. I just decided to go live while I take a walk somewhere. I wanted to get something to drink that I didn't have at the house. And I said, you know what, I might as well take a walk, get some exercise in. Peace. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, so it was just very random. I'm just doing my thing and decided to hop on live and see if anybody would come on. I didn't necessarily have any specific topic that I wanted to discuss, but like I said, feel free to ask a question or, you know, comment or suggest something. I'm pretty open, and yeah. But yeah, I was talking about like being a child and kind of like sky gazing in a sense, how much joy that sort of thing would bring. How y'all doing?
How you doing, man? How you doing, man?
All right.
Can I have a question?
No, I have to go.
Look how beautiful you look, man.
I appreciate it.
Oh, you are so beautiful.
Thank you, my brothers.
African queen, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
Y'all have a wonderful day. God bless. There's these brothers sitting at the bus stop, and you know, because they were being respectful, I decided to stop. I didn't want to be rude. But I, you know, since they were being respectful and kind, I gave them a moment of my time, and I appreciated it. I love our people, no matter what condition we find them in. And I just pray that more of us can get up out of that condition, you know. We should never look down on our people because of, you know, the lower vibrational things that they may be manifesting. because they didn't do it to themselves. If you understand why society is the way that it is, how it is. And speaking for myself, you know, I've been there. I may not have been as down bad as the children say these days, but I've been pretty down bad. I've been in states of being where it's like you would look at me, and if you were in your right mind, you would be shaking your head like, she's going down the wrong path, because I definitely was. And I thank Allah that He intervened in my affairs because I know I would not have been able to make it out without Him, especially considering the career path that I had chosen as far as like being in the industry. It's a lot of wickedness. I mean, at this point, I think most people are aware that in the industry, there's a lot of just demonic forces at the top that impress upon innocent, naive, desperate, insecure people and get them to do their bidding and, you know, really take their souls. And I'm not trying to say that in like a spooky way. I mean, use artists for their benefit and encourage them to be negative influences on the people who are listening to them and watching them. And I still am someone who intends to do music. So for those of you who miss seeing me sing and stuff like that, God willing, you will see me singing more very soon, because I know that it's a divine gift. It's a gift from God. And I believe that He does want me to use it. But I want to use my gift to lift people up. That's what I want to do. I don't want to be another artist out here promoting debauchery and wickedness and carelessness and, you know, music without a real message. I want to lift people up. That's what I want to do. And I want to do what God will be pleased with. So I've been feeling really creative lately, and God willing, I'll get into really expressing my creativity in different ways, and so that I can be my authentic self. And I'm just thankful to be free, you know? Freedom. Free to be who I was created to be, and nobody influencing me, nobody trying to make me into somebody that I'm not. No. And I really thank Allah, because I may not have always known who I was. I always had an idea of who I wanted to be to a certain extent, but I've always stayed true to what felt right with me. Like, once I realized that something was not for me and was really like going against me, and had the strength to, like, you know, stand up, I did that. And that always serves. That will always serve you. If you stay true to yourself and value the truth over everything, you're gonna be all right, no matter what it's looking like. You may not be able to see how you're gonna get out of a situation, but your faith in God and in the truth and in yourself is gonna get you out of whatever it is. I bear witness, because that's been my life time and time again. I discovered you through Jay Electronica's Discord. Oh, praise be to Allah, the good brother Jay. So, I've got me a little journey. I don't know how long I'm going to be on here, on live, but I'll be on here for as long as I guess I'm able to be. How's everybody doing? How's your day going? Where are you tuning in from? Right now, I am tuning in live from the wilderness of North America in the state of Georgia. And it's such a beautiful day. Is this the same girl? Wait, is this the same? Hold on. Is this the same wise girl that can spit like El Boogie? It may be. I mean, I don't know if you're referring to me. I'll be rapping a little something. And I am also a fellow Jersey girl, like the good woman Lauren Hill. Shout out to her and happy belated. From Trinidad. Okay. Trinidad is in the building. I'd love to visit your country someday. It looks like a beautiful place, and I love soca music. Aw. Oh, you've got, oh, please let's collab to make some godly songs. I'm with it. I'm with it for sure. And, okay, Germany's in the building. We international, baby. I appreciate your modesty in the way you dress. It's inspiring. Aw, thank you. You know, modesty is something that I've really learned to love and embrace. It's not just an act. It's something that really makes me feel beautiful and dignified, especially the more that I learned of my value as a woman of God, as a virtuous woman, a woman who is striving to be righteous. I'm not perfect, but I'm striving. And I know that true beauty is not, the external. And not only that, because of course those things are beautiful, our adornments, they were created to attract. But I know that I'm more than that, and that's not the way that I want to attract people to me. And so that's why I do as I do. So yeah. Okay, I see y'all saying stuff in the chat. Let me see. Hey Konjo, what's up? Mr. D. Okay, how do I reach you to brainstorm? Mr. D, I believe I've seen your messages before, and I've just been on the go. A lot has been happening, but I'm gonna get to you. And I think you have my email address, so yeah. Hold on, y'all.
I'm highly fucking protected up in this bitch. Got me upset.
I didn't even press this guy, turn this chat on my phone. Have you ever emailed me? Because I feel like I've seen your logo. I think I've seen your logo, Mr. D. Sorry for that brief period of silence. Whenever I pass this gas station, there's like a corner of it where a lot of homeless people who are on a very, in different states of mind, like to congregate. And so when I pass by, I just like to be very alert and aware of my surroundings, because you just never know. When people aren't in their right mind, they're capable of doing a lot of things. So, yeah. Okay, Mr. D, I'm gonna get to you. I promise. I promise, because I really wanna work. I really wanna work. And I don't wanna be disrespectful of your communication. I appreciate you reaching out. Let's see, what else is y'all talking about? Queen of Sheba. Pretty Live 90s. I've been rocking with Zodi since the Into the Night days. Love you. Aww. That's quite a while. That's over 10 years. No, I got your email. I just haven't been able to get back to you. But I will soon. Very soon. It's just a lot of things have been happening. A lot of things. Like a lot of changes, life changes, and just trying to like get things together, handle my business. At this time, I don't necessarily feel comfortable being 100% transparent, but I will share at the proper time when it makes sense. Okay, why isn't this light changing? I'm about to cross. Sorry if it's loud, y'all, because it's loud out here. But yeah, what y'all got going on? I'm just chilling at the moment, enjoying the day. Oh man, yesterday I had the worst migraine. It took me out. I was not feeling good yesterday. I was just laying in the bed praying to Allah, like, please help me. Just help me fall asleep, because I just don't want to feel this anymore. It was terrible, but he delivered me, and he eventually permitted me and allowed me to fall asleep. And then when I got up today, I was feeling much better head-wise, but my body needed rest. It was terrible. Long time no see. Yeah, I'm out here in these streets, as you can see. Well, if you can't tell, I'm out here in these streets. But yep. I do want to start going live again, like on a more regular basis. I'm not sure if it's gonna be like the Zen Zone format or something else. Although I do miss the Zen Zone. Those were fun times. Live from NYC, what's good? But you know, the computer that I was using to go live, I no longer have. It was a computer I was able to borrow for a time. And now the computer that I have is not really, it's just old. So I can't use the same like streaming service that I was able to use before. I didn't use StreamYard. I think I used like OBS or something like that. And that allowed me to stream simultaneously on YouTube and Facebook. But the computer that I'm left with now doesn't have those capabilities. It's old and I can't upgrade it. But yeah, I think that I'm gonna get back to it soon. I'll just figure out what I'm gonna do. Like, if I just stream on YouTube, it'll just be that, because that's where I spent most of my, or like, yeah, I more of my focus went towards YouTube, because my Facebook audience, they're kind of, I don't know, they're literally in another world. And so the way that they would comment oftentimes was just like not even worth acknowledging. But y'all on YouTube, y'all are like my real audience and people that I really resonate with and that I vibe with and that I enjoy interacting with. And it makes sense because YouTube is like my social media home. This is where I get along with the people, and the people, y'all kind of discovered me. It's like a different community. Facebook is real different. Facebook is, people are just, I don't know. It's reckless over there. It's like, you got all kinds of characters on Facebook, and no filter, not even a thought that they need a filter. But on YouTube, I know they can get crazy on YouTube too, but I feel that the people who actually watch me live on YouTube are people that not only do y'all like, enjoy interacting with me and talking to me, you're actually here for whatever it is I gotta share, whatever it is I have to say. And there's less likely going to be trolls on a YouTube live of mine. I don't know. Maybe if my YouTube blows up and then people decide, oh, I'm gonna troll this girl. I don't know. Let's hope that doesn't happen. But for the time being, YouTube is a cool place that I like, and I like my people on YouTube. And so if I do start streaming again, the Zen Zone, YouTube is priority. It just makes sense. This is where I like to be. I would love for you to drop some knowledge about diet and nutrition. Okay, I mean, I can do that. I would like to, I can try to go off the top about the stuff that I personally have, that I subscribe to. And I also want to upload content that's more curated, and I can give you all the facts and the charts and the graphs and the pictures and the quotes from what I follow. But just to tell y'all right now, oh, thank you. Hey, Yozi, sending good vibes. It's your boy, Dallas Kid. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, so as far as diet and nutrition, I've tried a lot of different things. Before I was super health conscious, I used to eat everything. Like, when I say everything, the only thing I didn't eat was what I was allergic to. And I'm allergic to shrimp, crab, and lobster. And if I wasn't allergic to that, I'd probably eat that too. Just to be completely honest. But, yeah, so it was everything. Like, I ate everything. Beef, pork, astaghfirullah, all the vegetables, all the fruits, everything had a very, I had a variety of different things that I ate, junk and good stuff. Then I tried a vegan diet, and it was cool. But to be honest, what I missed when I was vegan, I missed dairy more than anything. Like, I did the nut milks and the fake cheeses, and it just wasn't the same. Butter, like, I could live without meat. I can live without animal flesh. Like, as much as I used to love it, I'm good off of that. But shortly after getting into the vegan lifestyle was also the time that I was introduced to Islam through the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And in those teachings is How to Eat to Live. And there are two small books, that talks about basically what the title says, How to Eat to Live. And he goes into what we should eat, what we should stay away from. And one of the things that he says, and I might not be saying the quote verbatim, but he said something along the lines of that a vegetarian diet is the best for our health. And after like a year and a half of going vegan, I started implementing dairy back into my diet. Best decision I ever made. Not only that, but I consume raw milk and raw dairy products as opposed to homogenized pasteurized milk. They're different products, man. The milk that you buy at the supermarket versus the milk that you get fresh from a farm is different. They're two different. Listen, they're different, okay? And I eat lots of vegetables and fruits. When I eat vegetables, they're preferably cooked. They gotta be cooked, steamed, sauteed, or cooked in a soup or something. The only time I'll eat raw vegetables is in salad, and I don't eat a lot of salads, but I do like salad. But vegetables are tougher on your digestive system. They're not necessarily meant to eat raw the way that a lot of, raw advocates will say. But fruits are best eaten raw. Some people make pies and stuff like that out of fruits. It's not really the best way to consume fruit. Fruit is best eaten raw, and it's best to eat fruit whole as opposed to juicing. Because when we juice, it's so concentrated that we're getting a lot of stuff at once without like the fiber and without all the other stuff that comes with the fruit. And all foods have a certain level of toxins or poisons in them. And that's why it's good to go on a fast at least once a month. So the fast that I partake in monthly is a 3-day fast. Every first Thursday of the month, I take my last meal, and then I do not eat any food until that Sunday. During that time, I can consume water, coffee, and tea. And I also eat 1 meal a day. Some people who have not heard about this think it's crazy, but the more that intermittent fasting is becoming a popular thing, the more acceptable 1 meal a day is becoming, I've noticed. So some people call it the OMAD diet. But let me tell y'all, it's nothing new. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad been teaching this. So, yeah, I'm a pretty healthy person. I don't get sick. The only time I ever feel off, it's usually like a womanly hormonal thing. And even that is not really that drastic. Yeah, my skin is clear for the most part, except for that hormonal thing that throws me off. Yes, so that's just like a gist of the nutritional, dietary things that I know and that I follow. But I would love to make content with the sources of where I get my information from, so I can put the source right there, accessible to you in the video. I can drop the links to the books and to other videos where people go in depth, extensive research about why certain foods are good. This is great info. Hold on. Sorry. This is great info. I personally thrive when I eat 1 meal a day. Me too. I'm telling you. And you know what? I actually did 1 meal every other day for a few months. And it was amazing. I looked the best that I had looked in so long. I'm probably going to get back on it, hopefully. Hopefully this summer. People are like, what? You can eat every other day? Absolutely. Absolutely can. We've been convinced of so many things that are just not the truth. And once we acquaint ourselves with the truth, it frees us. Hey, how you doing? Hello. Does the milk from the farm taste better? Yes. I personally like the way that milk from the farm tastes. It's like, it has somewhat of a sweetness to it. I don't know how to describe it. It does not taste like milk from the store. And let me tell you, I was somebody who liked milk growing up. I loved milk, in fact. You could ask the people who grew up with me, my siblings, my parents. I used to just drink glasses of milk like it was juice. Like I liked milk from the store. But now I like milk from the farm way better. And the whole lactose intolerance thing, I learned that I was lactose intolerant maybe in like middle school, but I don't experience any of those symptoms with raw milk. Only with milk from the store, from the supermarket. Pasteurized, homogenized milk will give me those lactose intolerant symptoms, but raw milk will not. Interesting, right? Hold on. I feel like I'm missing some stuff. Oh yeah. The vegan ice cream bars called Cuties are the best. I mean, I can do some vegan stuff. I don't mind vegan products because, you know, vegan in general is just plant-based foods. And the majority of my diet is plant-based. As a vegetarian, I would call myself plant-based. Plant-based and vegan are not necessarily the same. A vegan diet is a plant-based diet, but a plant-based diet is broader. It's just what the name denotes. My base for my diet, for my eating style is mostly plants. And so, you know, I like some so-called vegan products, but as long as they're soy-free, they're probably okay with me. I just don't do soy. And that's also in How to Eat to Live as well. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad talks about soy, why we shouldn't consume it, and that it's better suited for certain animals. It's not good for human consumption. And you'll see conflicting studies about it these days. Some people say, oh, it's good for you, it's this and that. And then other people will say, oh, it's bad for you because it's linked to different cancers and it's an endocrine disruptor, which it is. And I am of those who stay away from it as much as I can. And it's very difficult in this day and age because there's so many products that they put soy in. It's so hard to avoid. Yeah, you know, the only way to really know if something is organic, like, is if you are picking it up from the farm yourself or if you are the one growing it. That's the only like surefire way to know 100%. But I just be praying. I pray over my food and I pray over the hands who grew it, and I'm doing all right. What do I feel about plant-based burgers? Well, you know, I've had my share, and I think they're a good transitional food. Like, at this point in my life, I don't want to be sitting around eating Beyond Meat, and especially not Impossible because that is soy. I think it's good for people who are transitioning from a regular American standard diet to a plant-based, and I don't think it's good to eat regularly because it's so processed, a lot of these plant-based burgers. But I like bean burgers that you can make yourself. I've made navy bean burgers, and I really like them because it's just beans and vegetables. You can make them with eggs in it if you want, if you're not against eating eggs. If you're against eating eggs, you can use, I'm trying to think. There's a certain water from a bean that helps to coagulate and keep like the burger together. You could probably do it with the navy bean, but in any case, there are other ways to do it if you want to make your plant-based burger vegan. I don't care about making it vegan, so as long as there's no meat in it. I use egg and I use butter. Yeah. I'm almost at the coffee shop, y'all, which is where I was headed. And it's such a beautiful day. I pray that it's beautiful wherever you're at. I saw somebody said they were checking in from Trinidad. Somebody else said they were checking in from Germany. I saw Addis Ababa. Where y'all at? Where y'all checking in from? I'm in Georgia. How hot? It's hot here too, but I love it. Oh yeah, of course, the Dallas kid is here, so I'm gonna assume he's in Dallas. $78, that's hot. I mean, I guess that's decent. It's like 80 over here. It's a burner of a day here. Some of these houses are so beautiful. Okay, Texas. We got more Texas in the house. I thought I felt a raindrop, but it don't look like rain at all. Such a beautiful day. $93 and it's muggy outside. It's just hot here. It's not that hot though. I think it's like 80. It's not muggy. It feels good. People outside enjoying themselves. Almost where I need to be. I saw a question that I didn't answer. Do you still enjoy doing videos like you did back in the day with your bestie? I'm not sure who you're talking about, unless you're talking about my sister. I do miss doing stuff like that. It's funny because for a while YouTube kept recommending like the old videos that we had done in the past, and I was watching some of them and I had sent them to my sister and she was like, "Oh, these are making me cringe." I'm like, "Why? There's such good memories." And it's so like, you know, I think it's a blessing to have those type of things to look back on, to see who you were and like your perspective on life, and just like being able to look back at yourself in such an animated way. I think it's really cool. I'm thankful that we decided to get into the YouTube game pretty early. You know, we were in high school, and now we're in our 30s. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? It's interesting. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but then it's like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with time, y'all. Because sometimes I'll be feeling like, okay, I know I was born in 1990, so I'm 31. I'll be 32, inshallah, in July. But sometimes I'll be forgetting how old I am because I feel so young. I mean, I think 30 is young. I don't know. This world is strange. It makes people think that, like, I don't know. People be acting like 40 years old is old and decrepit, and I'm like, who told you that? Who told you that once you hit 40, you're supposed to start crumbling and falling apart? We absolutely do not have to, especially if you're taking care of yourself. You know? It's funny. I don't know. It's just something that I've noticed. Yeah.
At least I both.
Like, I was at my mosque, and there was a young sister next to me, and she had asked me how old I was, and I told her I'm 31, and she's like, what? I thought you were my age. I'm 20. And I'm like, hey, I'm just youthful in spirit, you know? I never noticed. This must be a new store. It's a violin store. Hold on. Let me show y'all. Violin and bass. That's cool. What y'all saying? 30s are the prime years. Okay. It's funny how when we were kids, we thought 40 was old. I'm in my 40s and I actually am enjoying myself more now than in my 20s. You see? I mean, I just feel like life gets better and better. Better and better. And it's all about your state of mind, really. And it's not cliche, it's real. I'm never gonna look at myself and start thinking, oh, I'm old. Like, I'm embracing the growth. I'm embracing the wisdom that comes with age. And at the same time, maintaining my youthfulness. You know? It's possible. It can be done. I've seen it done before me. And I'm going to keep it going. And I'm going to inspire the younger ones. When they see me, they're going to be like, I want to be like that as I get older. Now, I don't know if I done passed this place that I was supposed to go to. Because I don't feel like it was this far down the street. Or maybe it is. Maybe it's past this. Where I'm walking right now, they're building like a new park, like a green town green thing, which I'm happy about because I look forward to having more greenery close by within a 2-mile radius of my home. Because most of the like nature places I have to drive to or be driven because I don't have a car right now. But yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. I think it's coming up. I think so. That's key. Try to maintain good health. You're so right, Z. When you think you're getting old and slowing down, you can create that within yourself. Man, we really don't understand the power of our minds. Our minds are so powerful. We can literally program them the way that we want them to dictate certain things, and like our beliefs, our belief systems, the things that we truly believe deep down in our subconscious are the things that we're operating on a daily basis. Many of us don't know that, but it's the truth. So we've been programmed from an early age to believe certain things about the world and about life, from the shows that we watched, from the things that we were exposed to as children. And it's up to us, once we become older and we're able to deprogram and program ourselves, if we come to find that the things that we were exposed to and that we were taught are lies and not necessarily true, and they don't have to be your truth, then we gotta do our due diligence to reprogram our subconscious minds in a way that will serve us to get the desired outcome out of ourselves. And that's work, but it's so worth it. It's so worth it. I've done so much deprogramming and reprogramming, especially over the last 7 years. Whew, I'm telling you, so much. I think about that whenever I see Minister Farrakhan. He seems just as strong now that I'm 36 as when I was 10. You know, that's a great example. He just turned 89. Alhamdulillah. Praise God. He just turned 89 years old. And if you see him, if you hear him, the strength that's coming from him is coming from deep within him. And we could all have that level of strength if we keep ourselves youthful and keep ourselves wedded to the truth. That's what truth can do for you. And he's an example of that. And some of you might not know this about him, but he had been through a lot of health challenges, to where he had prostate cancer, and they put these radiated seeds in his body, and they really tried to kill him. They put, I think he said 180 radiated seeds, and they burnt up his insides so much, to the point where he doesn't have a lot of his internal organs. But look at him. You wouldn't be able to tell that he's missing most of his internal organs when you hear him, when you look at him. That's God, man. Whew. Thank you. You have a good evening as well. I'm almost at my destination, and when I get there, I'll probably be signing off as well. But I really appreciate you all taking this journey with me. It was fun and just pleasant to chat with you all and talk about real stuff in life. Thank you, Dallas Kid, for your contribution. And yeah, I'll probably be back on here. Well, I have an upload that I'm gonna make hopefully this coming week. And after that, I wanna make more content. But in the meantime, if y'all are into Instagram or Twitter, that's mainly where you can find me, most of the time. Those are where I like to dwell. And yeah, I might do a Q&A thing soon where I answer questions. So I'm gonna put something up on Instagram where I'll receive more of the questions and then upload a video answering the questions. Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in.